Saskatchewan. He received a BA from the University of Windsor and a bachelor's degree in law from Queen's University, where he also was honored as a student for his high achievements, and also he's had scholarships for his high academic standings. If we still were subjected to circular time, I would have the time to talk to you about all of the things that our guest has done over the years. But alas, we are subjected to linear time, which means agendas. So in short, our guest is the chair of the NCAFE. He's an active member of the Indigenous Bar Association, the Canadian Bar Association, the Association of Professional Executives, and of Scout Canada. And as they say in the Scouts, once a Scout, always a Scout. So he's always ready to take on new challenges. Notre prochain invité est le président du Conseil national des employés fédéraux autochtones. C'est un membre actif de l'Association du barreau autochtone et de l'Association du barreau canadien, ainsi que l'Association des cadres et de Scout Canada. Il est le greffier du tribunal des revendications particulières. Mesdames, Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, a man whose moccasins have left their tracks in the Canadian federal judicial system, the Deputy Head and Registrar of the Specific Claims Tribunal, Mr. Wayne Garnons-Williams.
Bonjour tout le monde, c'est vraiment un plaisir d'être ici aujourd'hui. Français. Bonjour, hello. I would first of all like to take the time to thank the Aboriginal Awareness Week Planning Committee for all their hard work and effort that they've done to make what you see here and what you'll see for this week possible. Those people have been working tirelessly to ensure that the messages of Aboriginal Awareness Week, of inclusiveness, of involving Aboriginal people into issues are heard. So a big thank you to them. I'd also like to thank the elders for their wisdom, kindness, knowledge, and strength. And I'd also like to acknowledge the people of the 9 communities of the Algonquin Nation, whose territory we are on today. I speak to you today in my role as the chair of NCAF, the National Council of Aboriginal Federal Employees. What is NCAF? Well, NCAF is a national body that works with federal government central agencies, departments, and interested stakeholders to advance the development of policy for the removal of barriers to and recruitment, retention, and career advancement in the federal public service for Aboriginal peoples. NCAF membership consists of federal public service employees who donate their time with the support of their managers and supervisors, many members who work on committees that provide a powerful lens in examining policy issues facing Aboriginal employees today. Through their volunteer work, members demonstrate teamwork abilities and promote diversity and inclusiveness throughout the federal public service of the Government of Canada. Managerial support of this volunteer work is consistent with the people element of the Government of Canada's Management Accountability Framework and demonstrates both the managers and the department's commitment to MAF. So, je voudrais donner une petite introduction pour mon exécutif. Je suis le chef ou le président, mais il y a l'autre membre de mon petit comité. My first vice chair, Kyle McKenzie. My second vice chair, Cecil Lafontaine. Treasurer, Carol Jeffries. And secretary, Sheila Karashevich. These people have worked tirelessly over the last 6 months to produce tangible results for the NCAF membership and for the federal government in promoting Aboriginal retention, recruitment, and staffing. It is the intention of the NCAF National Executive to use the NCAF website and the renewed grassroots newsletter to redirect emailings to those of you who are among us, who are members of NCAF and future members, as a source of communicating and demonstrating results. The executive, for this particular executive for the next 3 years, has established 4 priorities: strategic policy input, toolkits for success, building a more robust organization, and recruitment, retention, and promotion of Aboriginal people. Each of these have specific work that we want to get done. Strategic input and policy. We want to have direct and strategic policy input into the federal human resources strategy, focusing on Aboriginal recruitment, retention, promotion of Aboriginal people in the federal public service. We want to make a positive contribution, in short. People volunteer their time to make that contribution real. Toolkits for success. We want to give back to our members, to give them every opportunity to succeed and to advance in their careers as federal public servants. Building a robust organization. We want to work with the regions, with the topical committees that work on specific issues for the betterment of all Aboriginal federal employees and all departments. And finally, recruitment, retention, and promotion. We want to increase those numbers. We want to have NCAF members throughout Canada making a big contribution. In my role also as Deputy Head of the Specific Claims Tribunal of Canada, I invite you this week during Aboriginal Awareness Week to tour our new facilities, specifically our multi-purpose tribunal room. The Specific Claims Tribunal was created to independently adjudicate First Nations grievances, mostly regarding financial compensation for specific claims under treaties prior to 1973. The legislation, the Specific Claims Tribunal Act, allows for a section that says the judge can take into account or into consideration cultural diversity in developing and applying the rules of practice and procedure. This is something entirely new in the federal judicial system. Cultural diversity, the inclusiveness of First Nations culture. The registry supports the tribunal in this matter. I, as the deputy head, need to make that happen. What I've done in the last 6 months is one possible means of providing cultural diversity through the creation of a multi-purpose tribunal room that accommodates Aboriginal culture, Aboriginal jurisprudence, Aboriginal theory. This is one possibility. I invite you to look at an example of where there's a cultural accommodation that's real, that exists in the federal framework. So please come to my department. I welcome you a tour. Tours happen every day at noon and 12:30. And I invite you to join NCAF, to be a member, to contribute, to make an active contribution to better recruitment, retention, and promotion of Aboriginal peoples through policy, input, through creation of new ideas. In short, I thank you for your contribution to my NCAF members for their tireless effort, and I thank the Aboriginal Awareness Week Committee for their hard work as well in making this possible today. In the words of my people in Cree, Kinana Eskometin, or another language, Miigwech, merci, thank you.